Welcome everyone. Today we are going to see about arrays. So what is an array? An array is a homogeneous set of elements that share a common name, store elements with same data type in consecutive memory location. So what does it mean? All the elements of the array will have the same data type and they will have a common name and they will be stored one after another in consecutive memory location. Now, how to declare a array? This is the syntax to declare an array. First, we write down the data type, then array name, then within square brackets, we give the size and it ends with a semicolon. So, suppose I want to store roll numbers of 52 students. So, what is the data type for roll number? Int, and then roll number is the name of the array I have chosen, and 52 roll numbers I need to store. So 52 is the size of my array and it is ending with a semicolon. There are two types of arrays available. One is one-dimensional array and another one is two-dimensional array. So here we will discuss about one-dimensional and two-dimensional arrays. Let us see one-dimensional array. So how does a one-dimensional array looks in memory? So here I have written int roll number 4. This is the declaration. So the moment I write 4, it means 4 spaces or memory locations will be reserved. So since we know that the size of integer is for 64-bit processor it is 4 bytes and for 32-bit processor it is 2 bytes. Assume that it is a 32-bit processor. So here it will be each roll number will store a size of 2 bytes. So here suppose we are starting with memory location 2000. So 2 bytes for the first roll number, again 2 bytes for the second, again 2 bytes, like that. So 2 spaces each stored for each of the elements of the roll number array. Now what is the index? This index is 0, this is 1, this is 2 and this is 3. Suppose I want to refer to this element 23. 23, 54, 78 and 43 are the values stored in all these memory locations. Suppose I want to access this value 23. So how do I refer to this element? So I will have to write down what is the name of my array, roll number, and what is the index number for 23, 0. So I'll have to write down roll number within bracket 0. It will mean that I am referring to this number. Suppose I want to access this value 78, then what I will have to write down? The name of my array, roll number, and here I will have to write down the index where 78 is stored. What is the index? 2. So here I will have to write down 2. Then 78 can be accessed. Now we will see array initialization. So what do we mean by initialization? It means assigning values to the array at the time of declaration itself. We have already seen variable initialization. Now we are going to see one-dimensional array initialization. So this is my data type int roll number, then 4 equal to 23, 45, 12, 87. These we need to write within curly brace and it is ending with semicolon. It means 4 spaces are created where these values are stored. So this is one way of doing initialization. Another way, suppose it is written here int roll 3 equal to 0. It means the moment I write 3 spaces will be created, and what is the value in the 3 spaces? 0. We need not write 0 comma 0 comma 0. If once we write 0, it means that it will be filled up with zeros. Now third, we can do the initialization this way also. We can keep this empty. So if we keep this empty, we can add here any number of elements we want. So here 3 elements are there, so 3 spaces created. So this type of initialization is also possible. But in declaration, we cannot keep this part empty. In declaration, some value should be present, but in initialization this can be empty. Then next one is 4. Size is 4, so 4 spaces created, but only 3 elements and 2 elements entered. so the remaining two elements will be 0. Then the last initialization, you see the size is 2, but we are trying to insert 3 elements. So here we will get an error which is known as compile time error. Now we will see how we can calculate the address of array elements. So this is the formula. So address of a of k is the index. Suppose I want to find out the address of the element present in the kth index. So the address, this is the formula, ba plus w whole into k minus lb. What is ba? K is, I have already told, this is the index of the kth element. Then w is the size of one element. Then ba, base address. Then lb is the lower bound. So I will, with the help of an example, I will explain what does each of these terms means. But for now we should know that this is the formula to find out the address of the kth element, base address plus size of one element into kth element minus lower bound. This is an example. So given an array int marks equal to, so initialization is done here, that's why it is empty. So these many elements are present in the array. How many elements? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 elements present in the array marks. Calculate the address of marks of 4, that is the element present in the fourth index. Which one is the element present in the fourth index? 0 1 2 3 4. That is the, we want to calculate the address of 88. If base address is equal to 1000, base address means the starting address. The starting address for 99 is 1000. So we need to find out the address for 88. So here what will be the value of, so this is the formula. So a of whose address we want to find? We want to find out the address of the fourth element. So ba, base address is how much given? 1000 plus w. W is the size of each element. What is this? Data type integer. So what is the size of integer? 2 bytes. That's why w will be 2. K value is already we know 4. Now lower bound. Lower bound means we are starting from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this case 0 will be the, that is the index, the starting index. 0 is the lower bound and 7 is the upper bound. So here we will write down 0. Then do the calculations. So 108 is the address of the fourth element. Obviously it will be 108 because we are starting from 1000. Next element will be 1002, 1004, 1006 and 1008. So if it is a 64 bit processor, you will make it 4 bytes. Now we are considering that it is a 32-bit processor, so we have written the size of each element of the integer as 2 bytes. These are the array operations that can be performed. First one, traversing an array. It means visiting each element present in the array, inserting element in an array, deleting element from an array, searching an element in an array, sorting the array in ascending or descending order, and merging two arrays. So for all these things we will have to see the programs. In the next video we will see how to write down the C programs for each of the operations. Thank you.